All right, we are live, and I apologize today. I don't know if it's allergies, what. I woke up with a shut eye here, so I just got a phone call with my business partner, Dr. David Lorino, and Amy Wood for Penny Consultant, and they said, "Oh my gosh, they thought it was allergies or pink eye. I don't know." So we're gonna do a telehealth call here pretty soon, but I didn't want that to affect.
Well, at least it's open now. You can see out of it.
Yeah, it is open. And my eye keeps tearing up. I'm like, but yeah, we're excited to get this thing kicked off. So let's go ahead and get this intro going. We've got a great show for you today. Well, today is Friday.
My hair's a
What is
mess
it?
today.
What's today? Friday what?
Friday, September 3rd.
Friday, September 3rd. Hockey Friday. Well, maybe not for me. I don't know. I don't think I played too much hockey with one eyeball.
I think you'll be fine.
Yeah, just it'll work out.
Okay.
So
I don't know what's going on with my hair today. Help me.
Do you want me to put up the title here so you can work on your hair? So this is a special edition of Bottleneck Live, or Live with Bottleneck. It's called A Week in Review with Jaime and Sara. And today our topic is getting comfortable with the uncomfortable. And what does that mean? What does that mean to you, Sarah?
That means Jamie's getting used to having a sore eye. He's just comfortable with it now. It's just life.
Yeah, it's just life. It keeps on going. So getting comfortable with the uncomfortable means not really getting comfortable with it. I don't know, but continue to challenge yourself, continue to want to learn, continue doing new things that you may not be good at, but it helps kind of make you a better human being, a better person. Continue giving, continue, we're jumping into some new things here, business-wise, some business things that I didn't know anything about. And it's a little intimidating. You go into these business meetings with these freaking unbelievably smart people that have been there, done that. They've gone through this stuff, and they know everything that has to do with a specific, piece of business or part of business. But then you have to go into these things understanding like, hey, that's what they specialize in. That's what they're good at. Let's get those guys on the ice and see what they do there. Right. We'll get them on the ice. And, I would be so impressed if these guys would hop on the ice with me just for the simple fact that they would be uncomfortable with it, just like I am in certain aspects of business. So that's kind of what our underlying tone is. What do you think? I
think if you never get out of your comfort zone, you're never going to grow as a person or grow as a company.
Oh, amen.
Yeah. So,
what do you do? Payroll?
Run.
Well, so this is what's huge. How many years of experience did you have in payroll and billing?
0.
And she does it for the company. And how did you? You just dove in.
Yeah, it just had to be done.
And you learned. You watched videos. You talked to QuickBooks.
I don't do that much though.
Well, she does. she really does, because we have all of the payroll that she does. Any invoicing from our vendors or anything like that, she handles all of that, all the billing, pretty much all the books, and I
don't do the books. I don't do the bookkeeping. We have somebody that does that.
Right, but you're heavily involved.
Yeah, and I do the QuickBooks and the integration with the Veeam, and
yep.
Kind of excited about that because I'm looking at a new Zapier integration, which should help me schedule everything out.
Schedule payroll
Mhm.
through QuickBooks.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that'll be nice because my big headache is, oh God, it's time for payroll, and I've got to, we're working around the world, different time zones, and I might have a question, and I can't pay somebody unless that question's answered. Because I'm looking for information. I need up-to-date information. Like maybe I got some information that makes me wonder, wait, they actually did work? They didn't work? I don't know. And I never want to shortchange anybody. So that's my challenge.
Well, I think you do a great job. And I forget, I got to change the name. I should say Sara and Jaime, because right now it's flip-flopped. Just a little observation. So Live with Bottleneck is a show that comes out every Tuesday and Thursday at 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern, where I interview amazing and talented business leaders to help stop the bottleneck in your business and life, pretty much. And what we do here, a week in review, why don't you explain it?
We talk about the week that we had and what's coming up in the coming week, the challenges we had business-wise, sometimes personally, which always comes over into business. You can't separate the two. He does a pretty good job of it. I know as well.
Well, and what we want to do is kind of give you a look inside of what we're doing. And then we give a little shout out at the end. So there's 3 segments. There's technically 4 because we have this little intro where we talk about what the title is of the week. So we technically have 4 segments, but it's all about hopefully giving you, it's kind of open up our business. And if you ever have any questions, please ask. If you ever have any suggestions, we're sponges. We're always looking to learn, but we also hope that maybe something that we're doing here can help you in your business. And so something you could think about today, hopefully this brings it top of mind. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable, meaning always challenge yourself. So we're going to go ahead and pop into this thing with what happened this week.
What happened this week, Jaime?
Well, you start.
I hate it when you do that.
Okay, I'll start. Okay, so this is what happened this week. My book launched. It's published Tuesday,
did that happen?
August 31st. My book went live. Now, you may not have seen too much of it on social because even though the book went live and it's published, we're still waiting for the distributor Ingram Spark to approve the paperback there. So it's technically it's on Barnes & Noble and Apple Books and Amazon, all that stuff. The paperback's available on Amazon, which is cool. But on all the other sites, it's just the ebook right now. So I'm kind of holding off to really roll it out there until we get the paperback approved.
It's just something kind of minor happened this week.
So cool. So here I am. I'm a bit of a geek. To say the least, and by the same token, if you see my eye, it's been like this kind of all week. I was supposed to do some videos, and I obviously,
videos.
Does this bug you looking at my eye?
You can't really see it unless you get real close like that.
Yeah, the problem is some people blow their screen up when they're watching. You'll see it.
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
It isn't that bad. Yeah. Anyways, I'm going to wait and do some of those videos and launch the website and everything probably within the next, as soon as this thing clears up. So that's kind of holding me off of everything right now.
Hopefully tomorrow.
Hopefully it clears up. I don't know, because I really wanted to get it all done this week and this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully we can get that done. So
I'll just tape your eye open.
There we go. That would look cool. So
you could be a pirate.
Ooh.
There you go.
Ooh.
You could be the pirate. Nobody would know the difference.
So I have to, and here's the other thing. So the paperback did go live on Amazon. People ordered the paperback and they've received the paperback. And I've never seen my own freaking book. I am so ready to check that thing out. So we have not got the box. And there were some people that supported us early on in fundraising campaign called from Indiegogo, and they helped raise the money so that I could pay my publisher, and it was a really neat program. And the publisher's New Degree Press. I want to send a quick thank you to them. But they basically, what happened was I get a whole bunch of books that I get, and I have to sign them because all the people that supported, they pre-purchased books. Well, I'm so excited to get that done, but I have no books. So yes, the book is published, but there's a couple things that need to happen. I want to do an unboxing video, all the stuff that comes along with that stuff and the excitement. It's all good fun and stuff, but it's just like, I don't know. It's like waiting for Christmas morning or something, your birthday or something. You're like, or she's notorious for going, hey, we got a surprise for you. Okay, what is it? Well, I'm not going to tell you yet.
Yeah.
But she knows that just, yeah.
We got one Tuesday night. He has no idea.
She's like, I said, what is it? She goes, it's a surprise. Well, where are we going? It's a surprise. When do we leave? And then here I am. When do we leave? How long does it take to get there? So yeah, that was a big deal. So yeah. And I have to say thank you to everybody who's been supporting it, because
you got a lot of love.
I got a lot of love.
You got a lot of love.
It's what it's been really neat too, is I've been able to talk to a lot of people I haven't talked to in a while.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just freaking worked my hindquarters off on that thing and stressed her out pretty good on, deadline. That's the thing about writing. It's all about deadlines. God bless.
He'd come out and he'd be, you should just go back in your office and shut the door. Maybe lock it permanently.
As I'm crying.
No. He was really stressed out though.
Yeah, it was good fun.
Even the dog would like come up between us and like wag his tail and look at us like, is everything okay? Dogs are.
But we made it, and thanks to you.
Yeah,
thanks to you.
We're a good partnership.
Yeah, and thanks to a lot of people actually. I got a lot of love out of that. You're all right. I really did. So, and people are awesome. So that's what happened with regards to the book, and I'm really excited about getting the book out there. The book is called "Quit Repeating Yourself." I'll show you some stuff here at the end here, so you can see the cover's all done. It's all out there. It's written. It's formatted. It's beautiful. So we're really happy. Quit repeating yourself. How today's leaders are using business systems and processes to grow their business the right way. So, yeah, pretty awesome.
Pretty awesome. Pretty exciting.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, we keep blurring out.
Yep.
And then, the other thing that happened this week too was, we had some team members out with. They went and got the shots, the vaccinations, and it affected them not so good.
Yeah, but at different levels. It's
levels,
funny.
yeah.
Like one is like fever won't go away. Another one, she was like a fever for a day. The other guy was like, it was okay.
He couldn't lift his arm.
Yeah, and they're all going, and your heart is so sore. Yeah. I just got the shingles vaccination, and it affected me that way.
Yeah. Oh yeah, your arm swelled up.
Yeah, and I was sick that night. I was like, oh my god. I felt like I had the flu, but then within like 3 hours, it was gone.
So the reason we bring that up is there was a lot of things that needed to be done, and just because these 3 people weren't here, everything else it still went. It
was just fine. Everybody stepped up.
Yep.
Decided to make some decisions. In fact, I jumped in and I discovered where a bottleneck was. I was like, this is ridiculous. Why are we wasting our time on this? And Jaime, thank the Lord. I will tell you, Jaime has shiny object syndrome.
It's called ESS, Entrepreneurial Squirrel Syndrome.
Yes. And he wants, that software will help us. Oh, that will help us. This is one that I'm glad is gone. We found a way around it. It might work for other people, but it was not working for us. It was creating a bottleneck within our company for potential DAs. Because it was just, the application process. What we have is already pretty rigorous. mean, we have a really good vetting process, but this added in another hour or more to the process. And some of it was very redundant. So they just didn't do it. So there were a lot of candidates, great candidates out there that we never even looked at.
Yeah, that sucks.
So now we're revisiting that. And it was fun. It was nice because I got together with the team and we just made a decision. I'm like, no, this is not working.
And then this happened last week too, but the magic of working in an organization where you can empower all the team members to make their own decisions is simply amazing. And that's proof right there. I didn't even come into that meeting. I didn't even know. They came out and they said, this is what we've decided. And I was like, right on, let's do it. And I think that's really good. And I think more business leaders have to think about that. And for a lot of us, it can be uncomfortable to let other people mess with our baby, right? You know what I'm saying? And we got to get over that. We got to get out of our own way. We got to get the stuff that's in here out. And then if you're hiring somebody, why in the Lord would you not trust them to make a decision? Establish the parameters. Set, if they make a wrong decision, are we going to bankrupt?
No.
Are we going to close our doors? No.
I make mistakes every day.
Will it cost money? Yes. But it'll save more money in the long run because we learn so much more when, we fail at something. Negativity has a big impact. And failing at somebody, a lot of people construe that as negative. I still do it to this day. Like, I didn't reach that goal.
You know what? It's a learning experience. I just bought a book that I'm excited to start reading because I've been getting James Clear's 1, 2, 3 newsletter. Comes out once a week, super short, super inspiring. I love the little things he has to say. And he wrote Atomic Habits. And all I've done so far is read the foreword, and I can't wait to get into it. Like, I got my notebook ready to go, take notes.
We got a comment here. Dan Escueda. Hi, Dan. I am totally blind from Philippines, owner of Order Eats Enterprise and online delivery business. Well, good for you, man.
Hey, Dan, how are you?
That is freaking amazing. Well, congratulations.
Order Eats Enterprise. I wonder if our team uses that because GM in every weekly meeting, he says, I didn't get my groceries ordered. And every week I'm like, you should weigh nothing because you never get your groceries ordered. And he's like, it's my snacks.
Well, Dan, we're going to have to tell our team about Order Eats Enterprise. I'm going to have to look that up there.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely put your link in the comments there. I'd love to check it out. So that's kind of what happened this past week. Do you have anything else that's going on this past week?
No. No, I reached out to some friends and kind of reconnected with some I haven't seen in a while. And
you sold your bike.
Sold 2 bikes, and my baby went to Lynn, who is in Eureka Springs right now, riding it. And I was so happy when I met her and she purchased the bike. I was expecting, like a 20-something, 30-something. She's my age, school teacher, and here she is. I'm so excited for her. So I hope she's having a ball on the trails in Eureka Springs.
I'm sure she is. Yeah, it was a good week. It was a good week. Other than this dang eye problem, I'm pretty proud of what we've both been able to accomplish this week. It's been a lot. And I'm really excited about what's coming up next week.
What's coming up next week, Jamie?
Well,
I love my husband. What's coming up this week, Jamie? Nikita's getting his nails trimmed.
See?
That's
I
pretty
knew.
darn exciting.
It is exciting. Well, next week, hopefully, I'll be able to share because I've been doing. I have an author circle on Facebook, and that's where some people have come in and they've seen a lot of the stuff behind the scenes, and it's been pretty neat documenting my journey and bringing them along with me, and getting questions and having them help me choose the cover and all that. So it's been a lot of fun that way. Next week, though, I kind of get to roll this out to the public. And I think that's pretty dang exciting. I don't know why, but it's kind of neat to see. Got all excited. Here I am checking my Amazon results and looking at the different categories. And the first day,
the time.
yeah, no, 15 times yesterday. That's it. And because they update every 2 hours. So I told her, I'm like 89,714 or something. I'm like, and the day before I was like 222,000. And then, it kind of came down a little bit. And then I was like 1,000th in business management. And then, all this stuff. Okay.
Tell it.
I want to get in the top 100. I think I'll be in the top 100 next week.
Yes.
My goal is, and I get it. I get it. Number one bestseller, or I can just say bestseller Amazon, right? You have to be in the top 100 to hit a bestseller. It doesn't really mean anything on Amazon. It really doesn't, right? It does. To me, it's like, it'd be so cool to be like bestseller, but it just means that the message is getting out there to people. And that book that I worked on so hard, that I was so hard on myself, thinking like, oh, this book sucks. I mean, I almost considered my marketing program to be, hey, if you want to read the worst book of your life,
did.
This would be a good. I wanted to set the bar so low where they could say,
I read
it's not that bad.
I read it. It's great, and it's not an in-depth, wordy read where it's a lot of fluff to make the book longer. It's full of information, and you're going, oh yeah, because I hear him in here talking all day long about this stuff. No, there's nothing wrong with it. And I always get little bits. I'm like, ooh, I never thought of it that way. So I hear him in here talking, and then I read the book, and I'm like, well, there it is. It's all laid out. And this is what I have always wanted. I'm like, well, how can I emulate Jaime? Here it is right here. I just follow these instructions right here. And it's what, 7 chapters long?
No, 13.
13. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, 13. 184 pages.
Yeah. See, it's a quick read. And it's like, if you want to streamline your business so you can scale it, or you just, even in your life, I'm telling you, with your kids, this is like a diamond in the rough for how to delegate and how to be confident and how to empower others and allow your business to scale, because you don't have to be the owner of everything. You don't have to be the expert of everything. It's okay to delegate. And it's amazing. This is probably the first time you've heard me say this,
yeah,
right?
It is. Yeah. I'm just sitting like, holy crap, this is awesome.
I'm telling you, his wisdom when it comes to this stuff is amazing. It blows my mind. It really does. And the team, it does. And Glenda and I talk, and we're like, oh, we just want to say it just like Jaime does, and because he has such a grasp of it and such an amazing grasp of business and the human relation that comes with it, with business, not the business, let's make money. I mean, you're in business to make money, yes, but it's the business of the human relation and what that creates. And it's just, you guys, you gotta read it. Seriously.
Thank you. That was awesome.
If you can ever book a time with this dude, do it. I'm serious.
You're amazing. Yeah, it was definitely something I wanted to get out, but I was always afraid that it was going to be so crappy.
Great.
Well, yeah. We had a lot of fun with that, and so I just clicked into Amazon just to check, just to let you guys know.
What?
Yeah, I'm down to number 177 in business management. I'm down to 194 in business leadership. And out of all business management books, this is like Atomic Habits. This is out of
69,000.
No, that's my bestsellers rank.
Oh.
Overall, that dropped down from 222, but I just broke through to the top 1,000. I'm number 939 in business management books. And again, I get it. To me, it's just kind of neat because that's letting me know that people are buying the book. And and people have said, "Hey, I'm going to buy your book." I'm like, "Okay, thanks. That's great. Have fun with it. If there's anything I can do to answer, blah blah blah." And then all of a sudden they're highlighting areas and saying, "No, this is a great," and I'm like, "Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool." Like it
really
feels
is
really
a good
good. The
book.
message is resonating, and for me, like it's it's a scary feeling, but because the genre is called creative nonfiction, and I was told that by Professor Eric Custer from New Degree Press. He's the one that runs the program that Georgetown University, and he said when we were talking, he goes, "You know what? You should do. I think this category because he at first I was going to do a what do you call that where you write about your life?
Autobiography.
I was going to do an autobiography. I was going to do an autobiography, but I just didn't think I was ready yet. I'm only 51, and so I wrote this, and talking with him, he said, "You know what? This is creative nonfiction because I wanted to introduce some of my personal stories, some of my personal challenges, and then with that, demonstrate how leadership, culture, systems, processes, recruiting, and hiring are affected by my personal stories." So did that, and I think it was kind of a unique way of putting the book out there.
Yeah, it's great. I hope everybody that wants to reads it, and I think you'll seriously just read chapter 5. If you read that, then you've got all the information you need. I'm just kidding.
Okay, I'm going to tell you, and you'll see this in the right in the beginning where I say a special thanks, and all that. And I say, and thanks for chapter 5. I said, thank you for all your support in parentheses, especially chapter 5.
So he struggled and struggled. And I mean, it was such a, it was a huge, it was unclear. It was like this chapter that it needed to be there, but what was it really about? So we kind of dismantled it and tore it down. I really tore it down and just rewrote it. And then Jaime did his magic on it. And
yeah, I was really struggling, like making that transition from the previous chapter to this chapter, and it was a pretty important chapter.
It is important, but very important, but a short one. It just needed to say a few things, and then you move on to the next.
Yeah, I was all over the place in there, and she's the distillation queen. I mean, she can take something that I will take 10 hours explaining, and she'll just go, "Why don't you just say this in 2 minutes?" And they're like, "Oh." She's pretty good at that. Like I said, she's a smart cookie.
When he writes, it's his writing that gets long, but when you speak to someone, you're to the point. You can't believe how this guy can multitask while he's working. It just blows my mind. If a notification pops up on my computer, I'm like, oh, and then I'm thinking about, oh wait, I'm in a meeting. And Jaime just he can pull something up, like he just was the Amazon, and he kept talking, and he's doing this and that, but it's all related to what he's doing in that moment. It blows my mind because my mind doesn't work that way. My mind goes squirrel. Literally one day we're sitting at the dining room table and we're talking about something. I was like, look at the baby squirrel trying to learn to run on the telephone line. And Jamie's like, oh my God, squirrel syndrome. Like, absolutely.
Well, I was in a meeting the other day and I just happened to look, our curtains are closed now, but it was a nice day out, and I looked at, there's a praying mantis, and I'm like, oh, a praying mantis. I'm having a business meeting, and that person's like,
what?
I said, oh, I'm sorry. And I had to take my camera and show him, there's a freaking praying mantis right there. And then where were we? Oh, it's funny. Yeah, so that's what's coming up next week. Hopefully we'll be able to roll it out to the public. You get to learn more. And so anything else about next week? Anything big you have going on next week?
The payment portal. That's exciting.
Oh, yeah.
So we had done a lot of work with, I'd been working with Sherwin Amal. Thank you, Sherwin. And he's such a joy to work with. And he's been developing the payment portal. And we're changing the subscription. Instead of going with 2 weeks and 4 weeks, it's now monthly. And it's simple. We've done this because it's been a point of contention. Where's the stressor? Where
A lot with our clients,
yeah,
too.
that's it. And that's where I was getting at. It's
Okay.
all with clients. We're simplifying it for the clients. This is what they want, and this is the feedback we're getting. So this is what we've come up with. Then I go in, and for sure, when he didn't know we had changed from 2-week, and so I go in and I go, oh, and I pull the team in, Glenda and Jobs. I say, what's wrong with this picture? And they both went, oh my. So we're having to change it all around and figure it out. Anyway, I was all ready to do my videos, and I'm like, nope, can't do them now.
Yeah, it is challenging, but and this is something I think is probably really important to say, in that systems, processes, workflows are super important, and it's really important to establish that foundation so it's easier to make changes on the fly. But one of the biggest challenges is in doing that. There's other aspects of your business that will suffer because you're focusing. Pretty much all the concentration is in one area, and typically in a business it's distributed more evenly. But what we've done is we've kind of called in all of our resources into one area to make sure that we build out this foundation. So as we said in the past, we're slowing down to speed up. So are sales suffering? Yep. Is our recruiting suffering? Yes. Some people may not be happy with this, but I promise they're going to be much happier with this new system that we're getting ready to launch, because we've taken all the information we've received over the past 3 or 4 years, and we're packaging it up in such a way that it's going to make the onboarding process easier. It's going to make the messaging easier. What's happening on sales versus what's happening in recruiting, they're all going to be on the same page a lot more than what they were before. Not that they were totally off page, but there was just a couple areas that we saw that, we need to adjust that. Well, that's what we're doing right now. And she gave a perfect example of, pricing. Well, they didn't know about it. Why? Well, that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah,
it's all about talking about everybody.
Yeah, and I've also noticed about slowing down. Our team has really, it's a great team to start with, but have really come together, and this empowerment, and a consultation. Jovelyn's never done a consultation. Jaime reached out to her, and Jovelyn did a consultation, right?
Well, she's doing one today.
Yeah. So, and it's amazing, Jovelyn's getting out of her comfort zone. We have 100% confidence in her.
Absolutely.
100%. Will she maybe make a mistake or fumble or come off a little bit nervous? She might. Doesn't matter. She's a font of information.
Yep.
And knowledge. So it's really cool how all this, we're a little fuzzy. Anyway, so I love our team. I really do. And I'm grateful for each and every one of them. And I love having our little impromptu meetings, and we all talk and we discuss things, and we're discovering, we could do this, or we could do that, or I love it.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, that's what's coming up next week. We're going to continue working through all that stuff for the portal, which is good. It's so awesome. Our clients, we don't have to send out contracts for them to sign. We don't have to send out credit card author. They just click a button, pay. They enter their credit card information, not us, all through security. So it just speeds up the process. It's more secure. Our clients feel more secure because they're not giving out information. And we're making a true subscription-based model, which is just going to be better for us. There's not going to be much work and craziness on our side. It's going to free us up to provide better customer service. And on the clients, they're so busy anyways. The last thing they want to be doing is emailing back and forth and reviewing contracts and then making changes. It's just so much easier this way. So win-win.
Win-win.
Yeah. So got any shout outs, or do you have anything else?
No, I could go on and on and on, but
and on and on
Are you going to play hockey? Does it hurt?
No. Well, I don't know if it's pink eye though. That's my only problem.
It's not pink eye.
Dr. Wife.
Yes.
She's asking me if I should play hockey today, and I said, I don't know. She's like,
Hockey players play like they lose an arm and they're like, come back, I can bite you.
well, today is our shout outs. Today. Now is
it's
the shout out
come
section.
to the end of our story, and it's time for our shout outs.
So what's your shout out?
My shout out is to my friends that support me even when they are stressing themselves, and I've huge support, and they support me and my family in business and in life, and that's my big shout out for this week, because I'm so grateful for where I am in my life. Is my life perfect? No. Do I have goals that I haven't attained? Yes.
But you're perfect.
But I am so happy with where I'm at right now. I'm so content, and I'm so grateful.
Oh, I love this woman.
Yeah. It's an amazing feeling.
I want to say a special shout out to a couple of people. Number one, first and foremost, Elaine Pofelt. Thank you so much. You were are and continue to be such a good friend. And thank you for writing my article in Forbes. I really appreciate that. That was really nice for you to take the time out and get that published on my launch day. So that really meant a lot to us. And so thank you for that. I also want to say thanks to the team over at New Degree Press and Creator Institute. By the way, if you're interested in writing your own book, you can go to creator.institute and check that out. Creator.institute. They actually have accepting potential authors for their new cohort for the fall of 2021. And they just successfully completed their 22nd cohort, and their 1,000th author through the cohort that I went through was published through them. It's a really, really incredible process. So if you're interested in doing something like that, please reach out to them. They'll interview you and see if they think you'll be a good fit. And if so, you get to write your book with them. So check them out. And then finally, thanks to the whole team, the internal team, I let them know 2 weeks ago that the month of September will slow down to speed up. It's going to be chaotic. There's going to be a lot of things popping up. Our designers said, and Momon and Mike D, and then of course the web team, Sheen and Sherwin and RJ and X. Thank you so much. I know you guys are going to get super crazy busy.
And GM, our writer.
GM, thank you. He's going to be popping out the newsletters still, and the blogs and all that kind of stuff, and kind of supporting the team. One thing I forgot to implement or say about what we implemented was we now have RJ running project management for all of the teams. So we have one point of contact instead of sending our tasks to just people on the team. So that way RJ can make sure he manages the time of the team better to make sure that we're not exceeding anybody's bandwidth. And then we can also identify when bandwidth is getting right there so that we know whether or not they need support. And then, of course, for our ops team, Raina, Rachel,
Fiona,
Raquel,
Jovelyn.
Ems,
Jovelyn, and then
Glenda, thank you. And our prayers are with her and her family today.
Yeah.
While she's attending a funeral. So, don't even bother to email, check your pings or anything. Other than that, just a special shout out to everybody. Thank you so much. And we're excited to move on. Oh, Dan, greetings. My name is Dan, 41 years of age, totally blind, and a resident of Quezon City, Philippines, owner of Order Eats, founder of United PWD Development Online Community, an online community that aims to develop the skills of persons with disabilities by conducting free online training of basic skills such as computer basics training, coaching, Android training, entrepreneurship, digital business operations, customer service skills. I wrote this letter to formally endorse, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it looks like you can only maybe put so long of a message.
Yeah,
there.
probably.
Anyway, Dan.
Well, Dan, that's, man, good for you, buddy. I think
Pretty
that's
amazing.
awesome. Congratulations. And thanks for listening. Anything else?
I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. We're going to celebrate Labor Day here in the United States on Monday. And the whole team will be off, enjoying a 3-day weekend. And I know Rach will be recovering still. Bless her heart.
Poor thing.
That vaccine tanked her.
Ooh, she got hit.
yeah. So big just thank you to all the team, and I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend and stay safe out there.
Stay safe. Remember, create your own ripple, and have a great Labor Day. We deserve a little time off. Everybody does.
Yeah, we're doing videos this weekend.
Yeah. Have a good one.